Yesterday something bad happened in Sweden, and I'm not talking about the fact that we lost to Germany with 10 seconds left of the game.
Kroos will go for it and score! An inspirational moment from Toni Kroos. When they're down, when they are tested, they find a way.
I'm talking about something else, because yesterday Sweden was hit by an earthquake. And our newspapers were writing, they were picking up their biggest font, and their blackest, their darkest color, writing Sweden hit by earthquake. The whole house was shaking, and they have taken this, very traumatized looking, very Swedish looking family who they have interviewed. And the father, Anders, says, yeah, I've experienced an earthquake one time before, 35 years ago, but nothing was like this one. So how big was this earthquake? Was it magnitude 6? Was it magnitude 7? Was everything shaking? Is the king's castle still standing? This was a magnitude 3 earthquake. There were no casualties, no fire trucks dispatched, and a lot of people obviously called the newspaper, because the newspaper everywhere, earthquake in Sweden. And on the same day, Taiwan had 4 earthquakes which had a higher magnitude than 3. But the Taiwanese, they are getting afraid when things are not shaking, okay? A magnitude 3 earthquake for Taiwanese is very, very soothing, because if it has been too long time and nothing has been shaking even a little bit, then the Taiwanese are starting to get worried, because they have the feeling that, something big is building up. The big ones, the magnitude 6 and the 7, the disastrous one in Taiwan, those are the one everyone are afraid of here. Those are the ones that are really making the big news, Imagine me when I'm coming to Taiwan, because my mindset is like Anders, in my life I have never experienced any earthquake, and I know as soon as things start shaking, that's headline news in Sweden. This is my mindset coming to Taiwan. So imagine my feeling, when I live in Jing'an in the beginning in Taiwan, and I had my first magnitude 3 earthquake, and the house starts shaking a little bit, and I'm in shock, I'm grabbing my girlfriend. I say, we have to hurry up to get out, and she just say, oh wait, I have to finish my eyebrow. And for me to hear this during an earthquake, that is not just like cultural difference. I have the feeling we are almost from different planets, I just want to get out before the house is collapsing. We think that a magnitude 3 earthquake is headline news in Sweden. So when we come to Taiwan, this is, cultural shocks are one thing, but the frequent occurrence of earthquakes and stuff here, for us is really, really shocking. And apart from the earthquakes, of course, also typhoons were a big thing that I have to get used to when living in Taiwan. Because I remember when we were in Hualien, I was new in Taiwan, and me and my girlfriend were going to Hualien, but unfortunately there was a typhoon coming to Hualien, a small typhoon, but there's a typhoon coming. And in Sweden, we really don't have typhoon. We have strong winds sometimes, but we really don't have typhoon. And the typhoons that we hear about from Philippines or Taiwan, of course, are the huge ones, They don't report the small ones, it's just the huge ones. So because of this, our mindset is that every typhoon is gonna be a big, big disaster. So we were in Hualien and know this typhoon is going to come, and we know we have to go to the supermarket to buy some stuff to prepare for this. So we went to the supermarket, and the interesting thing that I noticed is that all of the instant noodles were gone. Taiwanese really like to buy instant noodles before a typhoon is coming, but I thought, I'm smarter than that, because a typhoon in my mind, it's gonna mean that the roof of the hotel is gonna blow away, and we're not gonna have access to any water or electricity for at least 1 week, So I cannot buy something that needs heating, so I buy a lot of dry food like nuts, chocolate, this kind of stuff. And I bought also a super big 10-liter of water bottle to survive this typhoon, And my girlfriend, she says like, well, what are you doing? Like, it's just a small typhoon, you don't need to buy so much water. But for me, I wanted to be on the safe side. So I was carrying like a little baby, my 10-liter water bottle. And we went back to the hotel. Even the people in the lobby of the hotel were like, the receptionist of the hotel, they were also laughing at me, like, wonder why are you carrying this huge 10-liter water bottle? And then the typhoon came, and you know, it was just a small one. My girlfriend already knew it's just a super small typhoon. It means it's gonna rain a lot for 1 or 2 days. There's some wind, you know. It was a huge shock for me to see that 7-Eleven and Family Mart were still open during typhoon. This for me is like the super good service, you know. It's really good luck. If we had a typhoon, we would all just lock up in our houses. No, 7-Eleven and Family Mart are still running during the typhoon. That was really amazing for me. And it was just raining, you know, and we still had water, we still had electricity, we still had internet, and I was sitting there like an idiot with my 10-liter of water, and I was drinking, I think I ended up drinking 1.5 liter. I was really trying to drink a lot so I didn't look like a total idiot. Also, of course, Taiwan has a lot of really serious typhoons and a lot of really serious earthquakes. But what I'm talking about today is like the small ones. But how we foreigners maybe don't really have a feeling of the difference between a big one and a small one. And I want to say also something about, you know, because I think some weather in Sweden also can be very shocking for the Taiwanese. And I think the most shocking thing is that we have a lot of snow in Sweden. And even though we have a lot of snow, you know, people are still going on with their lives. Like, we are biking in the snow. Like, you can take a look at this video, you can see people, even though there's so much snow, people are still going on a bike, you know, trying to drive through. It's super slippery, like you're really gonna go like tick 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 tick, but you are really trying still to bike. And I have biked to school so many times in -5 degrees and a lot of snow and this kind of things. So I think it's just, you know, we are used to different weather and we know how to deal with different weather. Today I wanted to talk about how this kind of natural weather can affect different people in different ways. Okay, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.